Welcome to Stage 3 of Desafío Ruta 40 2024. The sun rising on what is expected to be a crucial day for the overall contenders. According to rally director Pablo Eli, this is a proper cross-country stage with all manner of different terrain and constant changes of rhythm. The special is 341 kilometres, almost exclusively off-road, and it will provide a much sterner test in terms of navigation. It was still dark when the bikers gathered at the start line this morning before going through their rituals and preparations. It's key to get yourself dialed in before a long day in the saddle. Unfortunately, today spelled the end of the rally for Sam Sunderland. The two-time Dakar winner got as far as the first neutralisation and then rode back to the bivouac, with his gas team not specifying what caused him to pull out. Sunderland's unhappy run goes on. He hasn't finished a rally since being crowned world champion in Andalusia back in late 2022. Ross Branch has been flying under the radar somewhat this week as he looks to ensure that he comes away from Ruta 40 with some solid points in the World Championship. The W2RC leader was actually top of the timesheets today at kilometre 127, but he lost a few minutes due to what he described as a stupid navigation mistake just before refuelling. Branch still had fun out there and he sits 5th overall.
Today I felt really good and went out there and gave it my all, and unfortunately I made a mistake, but that's it, that's racing, and we'll come out swinging again tomorrow.
Honda now occupy the top 4 spots overall, and they look set to win their 3rd rally of the season, but with which of their riders? Tosha Shirena could well make it back-to-back victories after Portugal. The Spaniard was 3rd today, having struggled with a couple of notes, but he is only a minute and a half off the pace overall in 2nd place. And he's promised to give it his all in the last 2 days. Well, this is the man that he'll be chasing, Ricky Brabeck, who put in another storming performance on this 3rd stage. The American's confidence is clearly sky high after his Dakar win in January, and even if he started out a bit slow in the cold, he really put the hammer down to win his 2nd stage of the week by over 3 minutes from his teammate Skylar Howes. Brabeck says that this one is going down to the wire.
It's always the plan to keep the gap, but opening tomorrow with all the guys hunting me down is not going to be too easy, but hey, the only thing we can do is do our best and be happy with it. So definitely going to go back to the hotel, take some rest, and really focus on tomorrow.
Another 1-2-3 for Honda, with Daniel Sanders taking an encouraging 4th place as he works his way back to full fitness. Adrian van Beveren was 5th after opening the stage. And here's how they line up overall. Brabeck 134 clear of Shirena in that Honda 1-2-3-4. As if Honda weren't dominating enough in Rally GP, they're also on top in Rally 2. Romain Dumontier has joined the team as a non-official rider and says his new bike is absolutely fantastic. Even if he found the day quite difficult and made some mistakes, he was still the 9th fastest biker and the quickest in Rally 2, where he increases his lead to over 3 minutes. But his main rival in the championship, Bradley Cox, is determined to keep fighting until the bitter end. The South African said it was nice to get into more desert-style tracks today, and though he spent a while riding in the dust behind Daniel Sanders, he was happy with the day's results. Cox is ready to pounce on any slip-ups that Dumontier might make in the coming days.
He's riding really well, and obviously he's enjoying the Honda, and look, it's rally, anything can happen, but for sure with the next 2 days I put 100% in.
Dumontier winning the day by 1 minute and 47 from Cox, with Edgar Canet at just over 6 minutes. Jeremias Pascual and Toby Hedricks round out the top 5. The top 5 on the stage are also the top 5 overall. Dumontier leads by 3 minutes and 12. Eduardo Alan is making a long-awaited comeback to Rally Raid this week. The Argentinian rider has completed 5 Dakars, but last took part back in 2013. He is currently 3rd out of 3 in the Rally 3 class, but delighted to be back in action for the Med Racing team. Manuel Andújar continues to dominate in the quads. In his very last outing in the class, the 2-time Dakar champion is determined to enjoy himself as much as possible. He pushed all the way today in what he described as a real Rally Raid stage and won by over 12 minutes from Australia's Cooper Van Vliet. He's also looking forward to visiting La Rioja tomorrow, but knows he has a job to do.
Every time La Rioja is wonderful for race. I am very excited to go, but also we need to keep the calm because we make a big gap right now, so we need to finish every stage.
Andújar in a league of his own, with Van Vliet coming in 2nd ahead of the rally's first overall leader, Facundo Viel, and his brother Nano. With 2 stages to go, Andújar leads Facundo Viel by over half an hour. To the ultimate class, and Sebastian Halpern always likes coming to Ruta 40. He even won the rally back in 2016 and 18. The Argentinian was very happy with today's outing in his X-Raid Mini. He enjoyed the variety of terrain, the riverbeds, chots, fesh, gravel and sand, and he finished inside the top 5. Halpern growing into the rally day by day, he now sits 4th overall. Yazid Al-Raji is potentially 2 days away from another prestigious overall win. He just needs to keep things smooth in that overdrive racing Toyota Hilux. And the rally leader did exactly that, only dropping 2 minutes today as he came 3rd. The car has had some suspension issues this season, but they're not really a problem here at Ruta 40, where there are no big dunes. Al-Raji still leads Nasser Al-Attiyah by over 2 minutes, and he will be starting behind the Qatari tomorrow. For Al-Attiyah, it's all about the bigger picture. He says there's no need to push like crazy as he targets another World Championship title. He and his co-driver, Edouard Boulanger, ran into a few problems, including a blocked exhaust pipe and some punctures, so they did pretty well to only drop 1 minute and 9 seconds today on the winners. 2nd place for Nasser, who remains 2nd overall. The stage victory went to Seth Quintero. The young Americans had some difficulties this week, getting stuck on stage 1 and then eating the dust on stage 2, but today he got it spot on. He also prefers these sandy desert tracks to the WRC-style pistes around Cordoba. Quintero says he feels the best that he ever has, and so does the car, and this win pushes him back into the top 5 overall.
I gave it 110% and really didn't have much more left in the tank. I knew we were down at the transfer and wasn't going to let these guys win today. I needed one. So, yeah, it feels good to get one.
Under 7 minutes separating the top 5 today, with yesterday's stage winner Lucas Moraes coming 4th. That's a 2nd stage victory in this class for Quintero after Abu Dhabi. Al-Raji still on top though by 2 minutes and 21 from Al-Attiyah. It was all about Argentina in the Challengers today, as a couple of home favourites vied for victory. Nicolas Covigliasso spent quite a while trying to get past Marcelo Gastaldi. He then punctured towards the end of the stage, but decided not to stop, so he finished on 3 wheels. Despite all of that, he came 2nd and only dropped 4 minutes, actually gaining some time on the rally leader, Rokas Pachuska. Nazareno Lopez came to this rally in a Hilux 8 years ago after doing 2 editions of the Dakar, but this is his first experience in the BBR Taurus. Well, Nazar is clearly a fast learner because he stormed to victory today on what he described as the first proper stage of the week. He and co-driver Alessandro Cisterna are nearly an hour back overall, but this was still a sensational performance.
For us, it's the first race with this car. The first two stages we had some problems. Today was everything perfect. So with the team and with my co-driver were very great.
Baciuszka looked on course for the win until the halfway point of the stage when he suffered a puncture and lost several minutes. The Lithuanian ended up in 5th, and he has seen his overall lead to Cavigliasso cut to 5 minutes and 55. Everything still to play for. It's also very tight in the SSVs, where Ricardo Romillo picked up his second win of the week. The Spaniard was promoted to first after Sebastian Guayasamín incurred penalties 2 days ago, and with his success today, he's our new overall leader. As Romillo says, if you don't try to win, nothing happens, and he is looking forward to picking up his W2RC winners medal later tonight.
The best news for me is in the 8 o'clock, the wheel 8. We have the ceremony for the medals, and today come back in the podium. Is nice for us.
Romillo came in over 7 minutes clear of Guayasamín and Enrico Gaspari, who were only 13 seconds apart. Rebecca Bussi and Claude Fournier complete the top 5. With 2 stages to go, the top 3 are separated by just over 4 minutes. And so we come to the end of another day at Desafío Ruta 40. The rally has set up shop at the Villicum circuit in San Juan, which hosted last year's international 6 days enduro. And it's from here that the riders and drivers will head into the potentially decisive 4th stage to La Rioja. Join us for that tomorrow, and thanks for watching.